Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
First carry from DeAndre Swift. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's a 13-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. A heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
22-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It's Javon Dexter who got in to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there, enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taking it about the 16. And just shutting him off there. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's taken in. It's Xavier. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
6-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Roma Dunze.
25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Panthers nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Guard, yellow, 22. Ready?
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
23-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow.
Young to throw it. Got a man. He hits him in stride.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Ready?
Now here's Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, it's Young.
At the 49-yard line.
By Trimble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
That's another Panthers first down.
Young. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Young.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Young now. Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On fourth down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
17 yards. And the Bears first down.
So halftime is upon us. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
10 black.
Young will set to throw.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Young.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Chicago!
DeAndre Swift,
48 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And this time they'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready, set, go. Red 38. Ready.
Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Young's pass.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Here's Williams.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
What is it?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He rifles complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jervon Dexter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line.
He's brought down
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, go throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That's Tamon. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Dominic Robinson in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he works free. A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it off.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. Oh, Doozy wide open. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
What is up?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
What is up?
Operating from the gun, Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw, Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Please don't modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.